You mentioned the word trust. Now there
Trust.
there
They
are
have to
also
trust
some
you.
people who could have been betrayed in their life before, that they don't trust anyone, and therefore that's the reason why I don't seek help. They might take advantage of my vulnerability. What's your advice for these people?
Yes, that is a very I've seen, some of my friends and even the clients who have been betrayed. They take a long time to bring that trust back. So the advice is that don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. And there are again, develop that higher level of consciousness. When you have that higher level of consciousness, you get to know the people around you. Just listen to them, what kind of words they're using, what kind of actions they have, so that you're not betrayed. Develop that higher level of consciousness and self-awareness, that every word is really, you can understand what kind of from where that person is coming. So
okay.
But it does never lose hope. So there are always people around, good people.
Never lose hope.
Around
That's
you
your
can
message
help.
to them.
Yeah.
We used to advise some people those days, that maybe speaking to a stranger, Roxani, let me know your views also. Speaking to a stranger might help than speak to a known person. Maybe it's because of trust issue, or they might know my weak points, or embarrassment, or what. So it was advisable to speak to a stranger. But today, even that has become a minus point, because the strangers are taking advantage of this innocence or this vulnerable person.
First of all, never make yourself feel vulnerable. That is one of the things to lead to success. Never make yourself feel vulnerable. Just shed any negative thoughts that you may have, and that can really help when to seek help, and that will help you to move forward and talk to even strangers, and those strangers will become your good friends.
Okay.
Lifelong friends.
Yeah, you may never know. We may
For
never
me-
know.
For me, this is the life that we're living, and the people that we are around. It's different to be vulnerable and to be a mindset. So if it is vulnerable, everyone, even a person with a self-esteem or confidence, can be vulnerable. It's something. It's like you admit things that you are vulnerable about something. Now, if people take advantage, yes, this is happening. I mean, to everyone. Maybe a person that it's confidence, maybe take advantage of him or her. So it's actually, this is that the life to teach us. So if, for example, me as Roxani, as an example.
Yeah.
Good, thank you. Yes, Dr. Raman. You
Yes,
want to
so-
say something?
Yeah, that's a great point. Acknowledging what you are and what you're attracting. And also, I like to add here, we are just like, when we reflect, that is why reflections are so important. And we are like the mirrors, how the mirror reflects the light. So similarly, we are also reflecting our behaviors, and that is how we are, attracting the like-minded people, or people we really want to have in our life. But talking about trust, definitely the more self-aware we are, the more the higher level of consciousness, we will be able to recognize the kind of people we are having around, and how we can build that trust and relationships.
Wow, thank you both for that. Some keywords I caught over here. Roxani was saying that I got to reflect. Dr. Raman, you say that don't be vulnerable. And then you guys also mentioned, about self-awareness. So don't feel weak because it could be a temporary moment. You emphasize to reflect a lot. Maybe yesterday, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you could have been a powerful person, but today, at this point of time, lowest point of your life. So when you say reflect, are you trying to tell them that, hey, you have a lot of strength? Yes, that hey, now, this moment, you're going through a rough patch. So when you say reflect, are you trying to tell them that, reflect on your strength, reflect on your accomplishment, your achievement, so that you won't feel vulnerable or weak?
So when I say reflection, that means it could be any part of your life. For example, it could be in relationship, finances, or your career, or your social life. So whatever that sector is, you scale yourself from 1 to 10. You're thinking for example, it is finances. What has gone wrong, and what are the actions, the next step you should be taking that will help you to move maybe 1%, or even depending upon the action that has been taken, you're moving 0.5%, and little by little, when you start taking those steps, that is going to help.
Thank you, Dr. Raman. Roxani?
Yes, my point is exactly, I agree with Dr. Raman. When I do the reflection, is actually I put it on my mind, if what I'm doing or what I'm thinking, if there is meaning for me. So I use a lot of the word meaning. So is this meaningful or it is not meaningful? What is the meaning of life for me? What is the meaning of doing it? So I use this a lot of word because it's very strong, and it helps my mind to self about what really is meaningful in order to do it or not to do it, in order to go after it or not to go after it. The reflection in the experience event, from my past experience from childhood, the reflection is when I'm a little bit, I do some mindset and meditation at this level. I do the meditation, and then I try to reflect, to see, to comparison the Roxani from the past, the Roxani from the present, and what is the ideal Roxani, where I want to go. So I do reflection between 3 time zones: the past, the present, and the future. I make all these contrasts in order to see where is I'm leading. But always for me, reflection is if there is meaning. And when I say meaning, I mean alignment with my heart, that I feel complete. This is the point. Now that I'm thinking it, to make it, to feel complete inside me. So this is the reflection, my point.
Nicely summarized there on the topic of reflection, Roxani. Thank you for that.